Good evening, friends. The Honorable High Court of Uttarakhand was literally surprised to know the circumvention on the fault of the ex-CM of Uttarakhand, Mr. Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, regarding the payment of the rental amounts to the bungalow he occupied, which was reduced from 41 lakhs to 10 lakhs by the additional secretary. And after being surprised, now the only course left to the court is that they have added him as number 2, respondent, contemptor number 2 in the contempt case, which already is pending against Mr. Ramesh Pokhriyal. Right. Now, let's go into the details of the case. You are well aware that so much of public amount is going to, in the name of the so-called salaries to the MLAs and others, salaries plus perks, even to the Chief Minister. Of course, Chief Minister he also is an MLA, and normally he will be paid salary, house rent allowance and all these things. But even though once their position is lost as CM and others, normally they don't vacate the government bungalows. This is the problem right from the days of the inception, even the formation of the state, like ND Tiwari and others. They have not paid the rent so far till now. It is a bad habit. But the people are not. Of course, when they are in power, nobody will ask them. But once they go out, that means when once a CM is ousted from his position, he is an ordinary common man, except the protocol like security and other things. In other aspects, he is just a common man. That's all. There is no hierarchy for him, right? So same thing happened here. Anyway, so a public interest association by name Rural Litigation and Entitlement Kendra, RLEK, you may be right. They have filed so many public interest litigations also, right? They have filed a public interest litigation against the chief ministers of Uttarakhand state that they have been occupying the government bungalows and without paying any rent. So this was taken up as a matter of public interest litigation by the Uttarakhand High Court, and in 2019 they have conducted the inquiry, and as far as our case is concerned with only Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, who was the ex-CM of the so-called Uttarakhand, and presently he is now the HRD minister, or Minister Narendra Modi changed the name of the ministry. Now he is the Union Law Minister, we can say, right? So he has to pay a due of about 41 lakhs, roughly 41 lakhs 64,389 rupees as rent and other amenities availed by him as CM of Uttarakhand. He has not paid that amount. So likewise, other chief ministers like Koshyari, present CM, present governor of governor of Maharashtra state, then ND Tiwari, then BC Khanduri and Vijay Bhavgana, they are also due amount. Of course, ND Tiwari more, 1 crore 12 lakhs or something like that. Anyway, as far as Ramesh Pokhriyal is concerned, he has the additional secretary, state of Gujarat. He has accounted, he has made a account, and he has already filed an affidavit on 12/2/2019 that an amount of 41 lakhs 64,389 has to be recovered from him. So a case of contempt was taken against him in contempt petition number 270/2020, right? In the case of Rural Litigation Entitled Kendra versus Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, right? So, and the High Court of Uttarakhand has asked him to pay the amount, right? Now, the litigation started here. Please remember, the then additional chief secretary in the year 2019, he filed an affidavit taking into account of the rent, other facilities. He has come to the conclusion that he has to pay 41 lakhs. Right, so he has to pay the amount, otherwise he has to face the so-called civil contempt. Right, the matter is there. But on 15/10/2020, very recently, when the matter came up for hearing, of course the affidavit was filed by Ramesh Pokhriyal's advocate that he has paid the so-called amount levied by the state of Uttarakhand. But the advocate on behalf of RLEK, Rural Litigation Entitlement Kendra, stated that the amount paid by Ramesh Pokhriyal was not in consonance with the affidavit amount filed in the affidavit by Additional Chief Secretary on 12/2/2019. Then the Honorable Court has perused the documents and come to know that the present Additional Secretary by name Deepak Kumar Chaudhary, DK Chaudhary we call him, he has reduced the amount to 10,77,709 instead of 41 lakhs. Right? So Ramesh Pokhriyal's advocate stated yes, they have paid the money. So they wanted to get rid of the so-called litigation contempt case. But since the advocate on behalf of the RLEK brought the issue to the notice of the Honorable Court, yes, they have perused the document, the affidavit, and come to know, yes, it is only 10,77,709. It was adjusted or diluted by the Additional Secretary Uttarakhand by name Deependra Kumar Chaudhary or DK Chaudhary. Right. The court held that this dilution of amount by Deependra Kumar Chaudhary runs contrary to the prior determination by the court. Who is he? Already, basing on the affidavit filed by his predecessor, the court has concluded that the Ramesh Pokhriyal has to pay an amount of 41 lakhs or so. But how can he dilute the amount? How can he actually dilute the amount and without the prior determination, without the prior consent of the court? So that is what the court found fault with them. So the court said the recalculating amount, that too contrary to the previous affidavit, would amount to deliberate and intentional contempt and leading to the and misleading, an attempt to misleading the court. So they have taken it very seriously. So in June 2020, the High Court declared, of course, already previously there is another point right here. Now they have found fault with the Additional Chief Secretary. So when so much of amounts are pending with the chief ministers, of course they are political people, they will unite, even though they belong to different political parties, they will unite at the time it comes to their salaries or DA and other things. So in order to get a waiver from the so-called due amounts, the Uttarakhand government has passed an act called as Uttarakhand Farmer CM's Facility Act 2019 they formulated the act, according to which they did not pay any amount, which allowed the farmer CMs to stay in government bungalows without paying market rent. So the Honorable High Court of Uttarakhand held this act as ultra virus. So it has gone. So that attempt also failed. Now therefore only they have to pay this amount. So even for that also, without paying the entire amount, they wanted to circumvent the law or circumvent the procedure to their advantage. Of course, what for the Additional Secretary or what for the IAS officer, we are not happy. We can't feel happy also. Because why? When the court has interfered, when the court has fixed its amount, who is this Additional Secretary to reduce the amount, to dilute the case? How can he do that like that? So now the court has found fault here that it is intentional contempt. Please remember, the court has taken it as intentional complaint. So therefore, they have made him as contempt of number 2. Actually R2 we can call him, and he has to attend the court and he has to explain. See how bad it is. Being IAS officers, so it's a lucrative job. IAS officer, you can command the entire country and you have to go by rules. That is what I want to tell you, is that as IAS officers, you have to go by the rule book. No doubt, if you wanted to help him as the minister, of course you may have some priority, or you may have some close assistance with him. But when the matter is in the court, how can he do like that? So definitely you are blamed by the court by your acts, which should not be done, should not have been done. So being officers, no doubt, you can do some favor, but not by circumventing the law. That too, when the matter is sub judice. You can help him in other way. After all, 40 lakhs, what is that amount is for? ex-CM of that Uttarakhand state, right? This is a good case. High Court has at least come and he had tried to reprimand the ex-CM, present Union HRD minister, as well as the officials who supported him. Good case. Please study it and enrich your legal knowledge. Thank you.